Good day, everybody, from sunny Florida. I want to wish y'all a happy New Year's, a nice start to 2022, I hope. It's definitely been interesting since this holiday season was probably pretty warm for most of us, and now it's kind of gotten really cold across the country as that weird cold front hits everybody, and our version of getting hit by that cold front is really just the high 60s, low 70s still, but even for me, that starts to get a little bit chilly. But I did want to talk about this wonderful specimen that I purchased about a couple months ago now. It is a Dieffenbachia Tropic Marianne, and if you can believe, I actually got this 10-inch specimen, or it's in a 10-inch pot specimen for only $25. Of course, keep in mind that it's probably a lot more readily available here in South Florida than just other parts of the country or world, as this is kind of more native to the Western tropics, starting from like Mexico down to the West Indies, Brazil, Argentina, etc. So with that being said, I got it because I remember when I used to live back in Texas, in Austin, my dentist actually had like a huge specimen of this in the corner, and I do not like going to the dentist. It's probably one of the 3 least favorite things on this earth that I enjoy doing. And it was just nice to have a wonderful specimen that was so huge that it took up like a whole corner. Like they allotted an entire corner in that like dental office, like where you get your cleaning and stuff and get all the dirty work done, to at least admire this wonderful Dieffenbachia that they had. It was like in a south facing corner. It was really nice. But anyways, I now have my own to try to fill up the spare bedroom / office space that we are currently starting to remodel. We have taken up the floors. We're assessing kind of paint situations and stuff. So with that being said, I do still have it in like its regular, goodness, I just watered it. Oh goodness, and it's a regular nursery container. And I do keep it with like a saucer underneath, because I like to bottom water it, since this is a pretty thirsty plant. It is in the aroid family, so when you do water it, you want to water it nice and thoroughly, and then let it be in well-draining soil so that it's not just sitting there. You don't want to have any root rotting issues. So like I said, it's just a wonderful statement piece, and I can't wait to get the room finished so I can know what kind of pot I'm gonna put it in. Very much more than likely, I'm gonna keep it in a nice simple one color pot, so that I don't distract from the variegation of this plant. I just don't want to add any patterns that would detract from what a nice plant this is. I do have it currently just as like a little solo piece in that room, which is kind of nice because it is starting to show signs of pests. You will find that this is commonly susceptible to aphids, mealybugs, spider mites, and this is starting to show the very first signs of spider mites trying to have its way with it. So what I'm going to start doing to combat that is it's going to start having a weekly spa day, where I'm going to take it out near like my little planting area that's kind of shaded in with the fence, so that it won't just be shocked to go outdoors in the bright sun. But I'm going to rinse it very well. What I do is I'll support the leaf like this and then grab the hose on the highest pressure that I can get it to stand and not break the leaves or whatever, usually on the setting that's called like center, on the nozzles that have like the multi settings, so that it's like that thin jet-like stream that's not like so thick, but it's still pressurized, so that you can try to blast off just any dust, any pets, and especially kind of like any eggs of the pests that you might have. If you're able to, like if your plant's small enough and you have the physical prowl to still be able to carry your plant outside and really give them that thorough wash down, I would really recommend that. If it's not possible, like the day that this plant is going to outgrow the ability for me to carry it outside, I will just be wiping it down with a cloth or whatever, keep the dust off it, keep any pests that are trying to make a home off of it. So just keep that in mind with things like this that have such beautiful foliage that and that put on a lot of new growth too. This does put out some new growth. As you can see, it's kind of, as I was starting to kind of rotate it, you could see it kind of is leaning a little bit one way, or just growing a little bit one way as it's trying to reach the light of the room that it's in. So I do try to be cognizant and flip it 180 degrees whenever I think about it, so that it's not just one-sided like it sort of kind of is right now, but that will be remedied. So I also want to let you know that it is actually part of the aroid family, which I kind of thought was interesting. It's the part of the Araceae family, and so it makes it closely related to like all my other plants, like the elephant ears, caladiums, syngoniums. So I guess that probably explains why I like it so much. I also wanted to let you know that the English name, or like one of the common names, is dumb cane, and that's because if you kind of cut into it, or if something gnaws up on it, or you know, just any cuttings, you're going to notice like a sap, and it is full of calcium oxalate crystals that kind of, if it's ingested, people, you know, or just living beings in general, pets, cats, your dogs, will likely have a bit of a reaction to it. It might cause a little bit of a burning sensation, some swelling, kind of a little bit choking up. So try not to, I mean, really that goes with any plant, especially any that emits sap like that, is if you're handling it, please try to wash your hands and your pruners afterwards so that you're not passing on just different things from plant to plant, as well as, you know, not getting any of that, like any of those crystals like in your eye or in your mouth or anywhere sensitive after you prune your plant. And that's really it. I don't have that much to talk about with the Dieffenbachia quite yet, since it is one of the newer plants to me. I've kind of purposely kept it just out of my home, as I do have 2 dogs. I used to have 2 cats, now just the one, who, you know, can sometimes try to get a little bit too familiar with my plants. Not that they gnaw on it or anything, but now that all of my pets have been much more accustomed to being like indoor, outdoor, and getting their outdoor fix properly outside, they don't really bother my indoor plants whatsoever or give them any attention. And this, like I said, this is in one of my spare rooms that is really the least used across the board. So hopefully this will be able to grow just on its own and be just a wonderful statement piece in that room. So I wanted to show you guys something really lush, really beautiful, hopefully send some nice warm vibes and thoughts to those who are going through a little bit of a cold spell right now. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a very nice start to 2022. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button, because I will be doing a lot more videos this year. I'm very, very excited. This past year, really ever since I moved into this house, was really just about getting the foundation and infrastructure of the gardens and even just the house in general. So now that time has elapsed, I have irrigation in, I have nice hedging started, and just growing on its way. I'm getting started on the butterfly garden. This year is going to be a lot more fun with putting in annuals and color and just kind of a little bit more design and whimsy, rather than just putting in this bigger statement pieces. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a really good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.